Tonight, we are hearing from the woman at the center of a viral TikTok and GoFundMe campaign. We first brought you this story on Wednesday in an interview with Brooklyn Green. That 21-year-old saw this woman in her 80s working at a theater in Maryville last weekend, and Brooklyn felt compelled to offer that worker a little boost. Today, Fox 43 anchor Shay Smith returned to the theater to hear from that worker benefiting from an act of kindness. Here is 85-year-old Mary Aaron.
You know the old saying, a little kindness can go a long way. Well, how far could 7,500 small and large acts of kindness go? Well, you can ask 85-year-old Mary Aaron.
Well, it's overwhelming, to say the very least.
Mary has lived in East Tennessee since 1958. She began working at movie theaters in the area right after high school.
Well, I have a 45-year pen.
Mary works 5 days a week at her current theater, and this past weekend it was the usual Saturday for Mary and for 21-year-old Brooklyn Green, the kind of day that comes and goes without much notice. But inside the movie theater in Maryville, Tennessee, a story, not on the big screen, was unfolding. Brooklyn noticed Mary pushing a janitorial cart and hauling a bag of trash. She did not know Mary's name or story, but she decided to see if anyone out there might want to help make a difference in this stranger's life.
I saw Mary and I was like, this lady should not be working.
She decided that I looked like I was old enough to be retired, I think, something like that. So she took it on. The Lord inspired her to put me on GoFundMe.
She posted this video on TikTok to see if anyone might want to donate to help Mary retire. And the kindness from strangers came calling.
Realistically, I thought maybe we could donate, we could get $500 and I could go and just give her a little tip and say, I hope this goes towards your retirement.
On Tuesday, Brooklyn stopped by the movie theater to meet Mary and tell her the good news. People across the world who had also never met Mary donated more than $146,000.
Really overwhelmed is about all I can say. And she told me that thousands of people have logged into social media. As a matter of fact, I must be getting my 15 minutes of fame all over the TV. So
she says she will use some of the money to repair a couple of things around her house and pay off some bills.
I've been helping people a long time, so I have gotten myself in a few pieces of debt, but it's okay.
And true to her nature, of course, she says she will also keep helping others too, because that's the great thing about kindness. It rarely stops with the person who receives it.
Well, everybody should be kind to everybody and be merciful to everybody. We're all human beings on the one face of earth, and so we just need to help if we have the opportunity.
And as a philosopher once said, kindness can become its own motive. We are made kind by being kind. And this week, more than 7,500 people proved just that.
What a story. How about that? Most workers make about $10 an hour, so that would mean Mary would have to work 8 hours a day every single day for about 5 years to make the money that she is receiving from that GoFundMe campaign. She says Mary loves being around friends and working at that theater, so don't expect that to stop, according to Shay.